everyone, welcome to another episode of Would You Rather. I'm Ishan and I'll be your host for today. Today's episode is money or passion. So would you rather choose a job or career that you enjoy or have passion in but you earn less, or a job or career that you do not enjoy but you earn much more? Today we have three beautiful guests with us. First, let's introduce.
Hi everyone, my name is Megan.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi, I'm Claudie.
Today we are back here at Ding and Nicole. We would like to thank them for their sponsorship. Look at our makeup and hairdo by them today. Thank you very much, Ding and Nicole. So before we go on to the episode today, let's hear from the people on the streets.
Hi everyone, I'm Corinne and this is
I'm Queenie.
and Alina. And today is the next episode of Would You Rather. So the topic is about money or passion is more important. More money and less passion, or more passion and less money? What will you choose? We're going to ask the Singaporeans here in MBS today. Without further ado, let's go!
Hi, so here we have Marcel. So we're talking about this topic. Would you rather work for a job that you're super passionate about but actually you don't earn a lot, or a job that pays you a lot but you actually have no interest in it?
I have been there. So I was working for a company that was paying quite a bit, but I was not happy. So I decided to move to something that I was actually passionate about. So I think it changed my life. I feel much happier that way. Of course you have your struggles, but I would go for the second route. Something that you're passionate about.
What's your passion then?
I like art. I like doing videos. So that's one of the reasons I agreed to do videos for you guys. So passionate about art, and I travel videos and helping others. So that's
So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Hello, we have here Glenys, Valerie and Ivy over here to speak whether they choose money or passion more. Can I start with you?
Passion.
Passion.
Okay.
Passion also.
Okay, may I ask why is it passion?
I feel that passion because if I don't like what I do, right, then I wouldn't wanna have the motivation to continue doing what I do not like, even though the pay is high.
So can I know what you're passionate about now?
My passion. Well, I'm currently studying applied chemistry, but maybe more towards lab work, etc. But I also kind of have a side passion, a side hobby, which is fashion and stuff like that. So I like
You
fashion.
can see very fashionable. All of you are looking very nice.
Yeah.
All very brainy people are going for the passion. So how long you think this passion can hold your don't need to work so much money so that you can sustain your passion?
Very cheap.
That means if one day your this so-called passion, then you run out of money already, right? Will you go to something that is not passionate but then a lot of money? Or do you think what you have in your passion earns a lot of money? So you have both passion and money.
I don't think my passion will make me go very broke but maybe enough to have a happy life. My passion will lead not a very rich life but a comfortable life at least.
Same as that.
Actually, I agree because your passions are all very good jobs kind. Yeah, so I think it's money and passion together, which is both lah. You have everything in your life. Okay, thank you very much for your time today.
After hearing from the people on the streets, now let us hear from our guests tonight. Let's start off with Megan.
So the question is money or passion, right?
Yeah.
For me, I think it would be passion. Because I don't want to, every single morning I wake up and then have to drag myself to work, something that I really hate, and only to look forward to weekends, and then when Sunday comes, you're just oh shit, tomorrow's Monday again. So yeah, passion, I guess, is the driving force lah.
I think passion is important because you wouldn't feel like you're working, right? If you're enjoying yourself. But I think practicality is also important. So, if you are really living in poverty but enjoying doing your passion, then I think there's a bare minimum standard of living that I would expect for myself. And if my passion cannot give me that, then I would definitely choose money. Yeah.
For me, I think I'm more inclined in joining the team passion. Because to me, I feel that being passionate is also about something. It's also of being productive. Because if I'm not passionate about the things that I'm doing, I may be not as productive as I would be. Let's say if I'm just chasing money per se, right? I think I will lose some of me in that journey of chasing money. So that's what I think.
So what if, let me put a question to all of you. So what if passion, but then it doesn't really earn you enough to cover your commitments that you have? So for example, if you are like the breadwinner in your family, you need to support like 5 other family members. So, and doing what you love, it doesn't earn you enough to support 5 other family members. So would you all still choose passion?
Right. So I mean, if I can add on a little bit more to what I trying to say, right? Is so for me, being passionate also, like I say, it means being productive. So in terms of providing for my family, right? So there is a money money element, but if I am passionate about this thing, it drives me to be more productive about this thing as well. So it also means that I will try my very, very best. I will find every single ways to make my passion into something that can generate income or generate, sustainability to my family. So to me, passion equals to productivity. Yeah.
I feel that like I would still chase my passion, but maybe if I'm really lacking money, then I'll work like other side hustles to be able to make up for that lack of income. But then I also do feel that like sometimes it's about the mindset. So like let's say you're doing a job that you don't really like, but it can really bring you a lot of money. But maybe the money can be a motivation to you, and then you realize that maybe earning money is really my passion,
Yeah, it is sometimes. Yeah.
There's also a saying that from Forbes, like people that chase passions, only rich people can do that, because when you're rich, you have capital to chase your passion. But if you don't have money, what brings you the right to chase your passion? Because your passion some of the passion doesn't bring you the monetary incentive that you need right now. Maybe it will take you a few years time down the road. So what do you think, Claudie?
Yeah, I agree that chasing your passion is for the privilege. Yeah, for sure. Because, I mean, you can see it, right, in today's society, people who are from like well-to-do families, they get to choose what they want to do. I think another important point to note is whether like you are alone or like you have a family to feed. Because if you're alone and you're willing to chase your passion for a lower income, then it's okay. But if you have a family to feed, then it's a whole different, it's very different already. Yeah, so I think that's an important factor. Yeah.
Shall we put everyone in a scenario and then we decide from that scenario? Okay. So for example, you are a fresh grad. So normally fresh grad don't have much money, and then both our parents are not working, and then they are looking forward for you to support them because they finally supported you through your universities and all. So you are the breadwinner now, supporting like 2 other brothers and sister together with your father and mother. So your passion is, what example do we have? So your passion is maybe to start a business. But then there's so many business nowadays. There's so many startup business. There are some that fail. There are some that flourish. So would y'all start the business despite the fact that it's not earning money?
Okay, maybe I can share something about this. For me is I am someone that I cannot live with regrets. I normally when like during for life decisions, right, mostly I think very, very long for just one decision, really, because I cannot live with regrets. I will blame myself for my entire lifetime. So whichever life decision that I made, including this kind of passion or money thing, right, I do not want to regret one day because of money or because of certain limitations. I am not able to do something that I truly love. So that is very dire to me, and I don't want to be in my late 40s, 50s, or even in my deathbed thinking to myself, I didn't do this thing because of that limitations. So that's maybe my point of view.
I feel that time is also money. We are only gonna be like this age at this timing. There's no way we can turn back and like hope to be able to do something again, right? But maybe like for example, if let's say your passion is music, apart from like wanting to be a singer on stage or something like that, maybe you can always change it to something like a hobby. So you can do it on the side, or maybe you can change it into something that like helps to bring in income, which is like being a music teacher.
That's a good idea. That is called changing your passion, finding ways in your passion to earn more money.
Yeah.
I suppose Claudie will choose career in this scenario.
I think I have some friends who have started their own business, and I guess I would say they're doing well. But I also noticed a pattern whereby they, when they are from wealthier a wealthier background, they have a safety net and they are less fearful of trying new things. And I think they might even have like more parental support with their decisions to start a business despite all the risk. Yeah, and I think not everyone can afford that. And yeah, I guess if you don't have that privilege, then maybe work a few years. I've spoken to people who want to work a few years and earn enough money, and then after that start on working on their passions. Yeah.
Completely agree.
I have another question in mind. So, do you think passion can be changed?
Of course. I mean, for me, I think of course, yes, definitely. Because passion to me is not something that is always tangible or intangible. Because okay, so when we talk about passion, right, normally we think of it as intangible, like something in the sky, like dancing, singing, painting, so it's very intangible, right? But it can be something very tangible, or as in like, oh, maybe today I wake up, I want to do something which is healthy to my body. It can be something that is very physical and very mental as well, right? And then it brings forth that kind of passion to change for a better self or a better, I don't know, yeah.
So I feel going back to you, so you're saying that because passion can be changed and all. So what if, for example, if something you're doing now is your passion, but then you no longer feel that it's your passion, but you have gone so far into this to make it like a monetary, to support yourself and all. But then when you finally did that, you realize that this is not your passion. So would you restart again?
I feel like you're asking me in a very personal.
Because there's articles that I read whereby it feels like, okay, maybe for me myself, like in the past that I feel that my current career is my passion. I really love it a lot. Even if I have to OT to 5 a.m, I still love my job. But then after maybe 3-4 years later down the road, I feel like this is no longer my passion. So another question to myself is a question for myself also. Like, would I take the effort again to restart and start another passion after putting so much effort?
Okay, but if, I mean, can I just ask, like, so what are you thinking now? I mean, just a brief.
I don't have an answer to my question.
Right. So that's why you're asking, right? Personally, I feel a lot of people do not understand what passion really means. People always say, oh, I just want to do something that I love, whatever it is, right? And then they forgot the effort to put in to do something you love and make it something that can sustain yourself. And passion does not mean living an easy life. It doesn't mean that because I'm passionate in this, I do not have to work a single hour in my whole entire life. Passion also requires hard work and all the input to
basically everything requires hard work.
Exactly.
Nothing comes easy in life.
Exactly.
Correct.
That is life, right?
Yeah.
That is the reality. So if you expect to say I want to do something that I love and sit there and expect returns, then I think you're crazy.
Okay.
Let me know
your
you.
passion.
Okay. So I mean, I think I understand what you were sharing just now. It is kind of relatable to me as well, because I think when I was choosing my career path,
Which is your passion?
it's not really my passion. So I actually got into I'm an architect. So I actually got into architecture because my parents actually chose that route for me.
So what's your passion, and are you currently on the route to achieving the passion that you love to do in the future or something?
So ever since young, right, I really love being hands-on about something. And because my father is an engineer, I always had a dream of being just like him. So I always think of being in the engineering world, and all those, and I really strive quite hard. I think I'm always I try to be good in, like, say, physics, maths, and all those things, right? Just to become an engineer and all those. But at the end of the day, I think my mom and my relatives were saying, like, engineering is not really for girls. You have to go to site and you have to deal with a little bit rough workers, and the site have bad conditions, and you have to work around those circumstances. So in the end, I think my parents were saying that maybe it's better for you to consider something that is more girly, more feminine. I mean, okay, yeah. So for that question of if I'm pursuing my passion right now, I think I am, because I felt that through time I did change my passion I did change that passion into architecture. So
Correct, because I also feel architecture quite hands-on.
yeah, in a way, right? Because I think at the time I did not know what was it, so hence I have no idea. Yeah, but
Okay. Megan, what's your passion? And you also want to go towards passion, right?
Yeah. Okay, actually, based on my own experience. So I'm actually from a marketing background, but then I'm going uni soon, and I got into a course that's not really of my choice. It's far from my passion, and honestly, it's quite like sian whenever I have to think of doing something for the next 4 years that I'm not exactly sure that I'm passionate about. So I guess it's really all about mindset and hoping to be able to find that passion somewhere in something that I'll do. Yeah.
but I feel like at the end of the day, right, I still am grateful that I went through this path, and also, like, in a way, I'm grateful for my parents for making that decision for me.
Okay, so do you have any thoughts about your future? Because you're saying that like now you're not studying marketing, and marketing is your passion. So do you have any plans in the future to pursue your passion?
Sort of, maybe not really sure yet, because like uni will take like 4 years. But I'm actually studying like property right now, so I kind of guess there's a bit of marketing around somewhere, marketing and sales. So hopefully, not only like finding passion in what I'm going to do for the next 4 years, but also being able to find after that 4 years, if I'm going to do something else, whether I'm still passionate about it. Yeah.
Correct, because passion do change, like what we discussed just now.
Yeah.
How about Claudie? Do you have any passion in mind right now?
Someone once told me that, like, if you want to know what your passion really is, then go back to what you did when you were a young child.
Oh, what did I do?
So, for example, like dancing, or if like
playground.
yeah, if you're very active, then yeah. So I think I did a lot of drawing and like painting, and I would like be in a 2-hour long trance, like just drawing, and those are things that really like make me absorbed into and like not realize that time passed, like not realize, and but of course I did not pursue that. I am not an artist, and I think a lot of people think that it would be a dream if you can monetize your passion, right? It's amazing because you're doing what you like and also making money. But I've also spoken to some people who said that like it's when you monetize your passion, sometimes it becomes work. Yeah, you're not doing it for the sake of enjoyment, and it might backfire because sometimes like you have to do it, you allocate a fixed time for it, and then you have to do it. Then it might kind of like...
You are saying that your passion is drawing art, right? So are you actually like maybe your sideline, like your hobby, you're actually doing something similar?
Okay, I wish I was, but I don't have any sidelines that is art related. Yeah. And also when I was very young, I thought I would become an artist, but like my sister said, your paintings will only sell if you're dead. So you only make money if you're dead. So it's true, right? Yeah. So that just, yeah, I just decided not to. Yeah, since then. Yeah.
Do you
But I
regret
think-
that?
No, I don't think I regret that because let's say if I were to go to art school and like pursue that, I think I would face like a lot of competition and I really have to be like super, super good. And I'm not sure if I'm that good because I see people who are super good at art, right? And it, I may not be able to compete with that. Yeah. So,
Can I add on to Claudie's point? Actually, similarly to you when I was young, I also had a passion for drawing. But I guess,
Same.
it's architect, right?
I feel
but it's like, passion is one thing, but I think having the proper skill set for that passion is another. Like, I can really, really love drawing, but I might just suck at drawing.
It's true.
You mean like if like I like dancing but I can't dance, then I still like
Dance. I'm still a beginner. I'm a
Please dance, yeah.
newbie.
Okay, then now I have a question. So, we'll all be parents one day. So what if your child has like a passion of dancing and tells you like, oh mama, I really want to do dancing next time. Now and future, I just want to do it. Will y'all be supportive?
I would say yes, because I think as a parent, you should know your child well enough to know to gauge whether they are serious about it and to gauge whether they're actually good at it and can make a living out of it. Like, if they say they want to act, they want to pursue acting, then, like you can't act or like you can act, then yeah, I would support them. But it depends on my own judgment and whether I trust them or not. So, yeah.
But like knowing that acting maybe doesn't really bring a lot of money as compared to a office job, would you still be supportive? I mean, it's your child's future.
I think it boils down to how much I believe in them, whether I think that they have the potential. And if they don't, then I would definitely discourage them. I don't want them to like social suicide. Yeah, but if I think that they do have the potential, then I would definitely support them all the way. And I believe that they can flourish better if they have my support and like my husband's support as well.
For me, for me, I would support them no matter what. I think for me, if let's say I were to have a child, I'll just let them go to the park, fall down, and get up themselves. Because we can never truly teach another human being exactly what we have learned. It's only on their own they would learn the best. So maybe if they tell me something like that, I'll just ask them, are you willing to work hard for this passion, or be it dancing, acting, or whatever, right? Are you willing to work 24 hours, practice 24 hours, train yourself 24 hours, go through that physical endurance 24 hours just to be able to reach your competition? Or I don't know, what's your goal? Like, are you gonna join a competition? Are you gonna make yourself a teacher? Are you gonna open a business? So what are you gonna do? So ask them difficult question would definitely drive them also. So for me, I would support them unconditionally. Yeah.
So how about Megan? You asked this question. So what's your answer to this question?
I think I'll be a very typical Asian parent. Not gonna lie, because like I think as a young kid, we all have quite similar. We think that we all have this passion. Like it's always those very few, like dancing, singing, like yeah. But I think what I personally feel is that we all like kind of grow out of it. So I'll be like yeah, you can go ahead. I'll send you for like dance class and all. But I think once the kid reaches the age of 18, then they will like slowly start realizing like, oh, actually I want to do something else. Yeah.
Actually, honestly, right, to add on to that, right, to me, I feel like I mean, don't talk about money or passion, right? I feel like a lot of times we ignore the fact that does money or passion gives us happiness? And what is that happiness? How to say that? What is that happiness actually is? Is it of like physical happiness that you are actually in that thing and then you're doing it and you're happy, or is it more of an ego boost, or is it of mental health happiness, like mentally you just felt very fulfilled? So I think mental health is very important. So if someone is pressured to do something or even chase money per se, right, I think he or she would never be happy, and he or she would go down to that rabbit hole of just trying to chase something that is very very hard to attain.
Okay, I like what Michelle said about like not being happy if you are chasing money. And if it's my child, I think like what you said about letting them just fall down in the playground, and because that's the only way that they'll learn. And I think there is always that small chance that they might resent you if you stop them from pursuing their passion, and they are working in a job that they hate but it's paying well. Then they may blame it on you, and like that might like sour the relationship.
Not what you want, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I feel like also because all of us grew up in a very typical Asian family, right? We all, I think somewhat or other, we all went through that kind of like the parent kind of pressure, and I think in a way it is a pressure of some sort lah. And I just don't wish that our younger generation will go through that. Yeah.
Okay, I feel that both options, whether you choose passion or if you choose your career that earns more, both has their yin and yang. That means both has their good and bad sides. It boils down to how you actually view this thing, and then before you decide on whether is it passion that earn less or even career that earns more, you should study your decisions wisely and see how you're going to proceed for in the future. So I have an example. I personally know the Singapore badminton player Loh Kian Yew. So when he was studying diploma, he actually struggled a lot to think whether if he want to drop out because of his age, and then he still have to go through NS, and then if he have to wait till graduation, then he go through NS, then his age might not be able to qualify enough for the Olympics, which is the recent Olympics. So he made the decision to drop out of poly and then go to NS, and then further to pursue further on this badminton career. And now he is, as you all know, Loh Kian Yew is doing very well right now. He won many competitions and all. So it all boils down to what's your decision in the end, and then how you're going to execute this properly and monetize your passion. Coming to the end of this episode, passion or money, we would like to hear from you guys of what you all think of this topic. So please comment down below. I would like to thank my guests for tonight, Claudie, Megan, and Michelle. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give us a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to our channel. Till the next episode of
Would You Rather?